glaube, was ich bedauere im Leben, ist, dass ich mit den Menschen, die nicht mehr in meinem Leben sind, zum Beispiel mit meinem Vater, ja, nicht mehr Zeit verbracht habe, als es ihm nicht so gut ging. Und die letzte Zeit vor allen Dingen. Das finde ich im Nachhinein schade. Und auch mit Menschen, die mir nahestehen, von denen man sich vielleicht zu schnell entfernt hat und die einem dann im Leben verloren gegangen sind. Und später, irgendwann, wenn man älter ist, denkt man darüber anders und hätte vielleicht einiges anders gemacht.
As we're standing here in front of the Berlin Reichstag, and I'm originally from West Berlin, I now regret not having gone over to the old East Berlin and East Germany more often when the wall was still up, so I could have had a better idea how life was really at the time than before the wall came down. And on a personal level, I also regret not having spent more time with my grandparents, asking them about their experiences in life that might have been valuable for us, like their experiences during the war and later on, sort of from a personal level.
Ich bedauere alle Aktivitäten, die andere Menschen beeinflussen oder verletzen, in irgendeiner Art und Weise in ihrer Freiheit begrenzen. Ich finde es aber insofern bedauerlich, dass ich auch nicht alles das mache, was ich gerne selber machen würde und machen wollte. Wenn man konsequent zu sich selbst ist, muss man das machen, was man denkt und was man fühlt, was man für richtig erachtet. Und man macht es dann doch trotzdem nicht immer. Das bedauere ich.
Ich bereue, dass ich meinen Mann nicht früher kennengelernt habe und bereue nicht, dass wir geheiratet haben.
Yeah, I regret that I didn't go to a foreign country when I was very young in my life, for example in school, and I don't regret that I went to Estonia half a year ago and spent time there.
Ich habe in meinem Leben nicht viel versäumt. Ich hätte mehr reisen sollen, um mehr Länder und Kulturen kennenzulernen. Aber sonst bin ich mit meinem Leben sehr zufrieden und glücklich. Dankeschön.
Was mir in meinem Leben gut gelungen ist, dass wir eine glückliche Familie haben, soweit das im Moment zu sagen ist. Dass wir beide einen guten Beruf haben, in dem wir zufrieden und glücklich sind. Was ich in meinem Leben nicht gemacht habe und was vielleicht ein bisschen zu kurz gekommen ist, meine Frau sagt es gerade schon, dass wir mehr hätten reisen sollen, dass wir noch mehr hätten unternehmen sollen. Aber das ist kein großer Makel, aber da träumt man von und das ist eine Geschichte, die wir vielleicht jetzt, wenn die Kinder größer sind und wir älter werden, noch nachholen werden.
I haven't regret doing the right education. I have regret doing the right education. Do you want me to say more? No, because I chose too quickly. I wanted to go to Amsterdam to study, but I never really considered what to study. So I think I made the wrong decision there. That's it.
Okay, I really regret that I didn't visit my grandfather and my grandparents enough because they passed away now, and I wished I'd spend more time with them because there's so much history in my family and stuff and stories I wanted to hear about them, and now I didn't visit them enough. So that's one thing I regret. And the other thing I would not regret, I'm still young, but I would love to travel more. Like I haven't traveled enough in my life. I'm still young, but like I don't know why I haven't done this a long time ago. Yeah, that's my two stuff. Thank you.
I think quite often about whether I regret something or not. And when I got married, my bridal dance was to Edith Piaf's No Regret Rien. And I married somebody, and then 2 years later I left him. And at that point that I left him, I decided that I would not regret what I've done, and to try and make my life now and live it the way that I want to, because I made so much effort and so much heartbreak to get through that divorce. So when I look back at things, I try not to regret them. If you force me to say what I regret, then perhaps not spending enough time with my grandmother when I went back last time. She was very frail, and I tried to spend as much time with her as possible, but because she was slightly crazy, it was very difficult. And it was very difficult for me to see her after having been away for several years, to come back and see how much she had deteriorated and come closer to death. So I guess I regret that, and that means that looking forward, I live in England, my parents live in Australia. I don't want to have the same situation with them where I regret their deaths or regret knowing them well in this later part of their lives. But at the same time, I don't want to regret not living the life that I want to live, which means that living away from Australia, trying to travel as much as I can. And that's about all I can say, really. So, thank you.
I don't know if I really believe in regrets, actually, because I think that everything, as cliche as it is, everything happens for a reason, and that's kind of been a through line in my life. But I think the thing that I regret doing and the thing that I do not regret doing are the same thing, and that's not knowing more about my father and about what kind of person he was. He died when I was very young from cancer, and there's an entire part of my life that I know nothing about, and I'm not close with that side of my family, so I don't know what little parts of my dad that I have inside of me, what traits I have that are his, because I know my mom and I are really close, and her and I have lots in common, but I know that there's parts of my personality that are derived from my father's makeup and my father's being, and I don't know if I'll never know that, so I think that's my biggest regret.
I regret not doing. Life is not a rehearsal. It is a continuous process. Every moment has to be used. I regret not using it to the fullest. Always being careful and calculating. That's what I regret not doing. And I regret every minute that I have wasted. Again, for the same token, that life, every moment, every minute is a coin which should not be wasted.
Ein Ding, das ich unbedingt tun möchte, ist einmal um die Welt reisen. Und ein Ding, das ich unbedingt nicht erleben oder tun möchte, ist zu erleben, dass Rassismus, also Ausgrenzung von Menschen, passiert. Dass Menschen ausgegrenzt und wegen ihrer Hautfarbe, ihres Geschlechtes oder solcher Dinge verfolgt werden. Das möchte ich nicht miterleben müssen.
Okay, there are some photos of a good friend and I wish just not to make them, so they're not really cool. And a thing I would not do again is cheating, so yeah.
Alright, so the best thing what I did, the two kids, And one thing what I didn't want to do was about the flat. We rent a flat, and that was quite what you call depressive, because there was lots of things what shouldn't be. So, all right.
So I would never regret not to have done something I could do once again. So if I have a second opportunity, I can do it. Otherwise, it's not worth to regret about. It's just gone, and you have other chances and opportunities.
Si no me arrepiento de casi nada, porque todo lo que he hecho por algo, y no me arrepiento de nada. Hecho está. En general, por algo fue, por algo sucedió. Así que no me arrepiento.
No me arrepiento de nada lo que he hecho en la vida, de lo malo o lo que no me ha gustado, he modificado y he empezado. Eso me ha enseñado para hacer nuevas cosas.
Aprender de los errores.
Pero no me arrepiento absolutamente de nada, de eso también he sacado cosas positivas, con lo cual no me parece mal.
I do not regret things in my life, because if you regret things, well, you made your decisions on what you knew and the best things you could and know on that time in your life, so why would you regret that? You can take another decision later if you have more information, but you cannot move on if you only regret, because it's I don't know the English word. It belemmert you. It stops you. It stops your life. It stops your person of developing. Thank you.
Pues a los 40 años que tengo, creo que he llegado a un punto de mi vida en que estoy muy contento de lo que tengo. He ido construyendo cosas, he ido construyendo mi familia, mis 3 hijos, y estoy muy contento de lo que tengo. Y si tuviese que mirar atrás a algo que no he hecho, o que he hecho de menos, o que me falta, creo que no me falta nada. O sea, lo que he hecho ha sido que yo pudiera ser así, y pues creo que otra cosa sería pues, otra historia, otra vida, otra persona. Así que estoy muy contento con lo que tengo y con lo que soy.
So the question was, what do I regret in life? And my answer is that I don't. I make it a point not to. And it's a difficult process. There's a bit of like a mind exercise and a bit of a meditation you have to do, because those like kind of like, I call them embarrassment demons. They come crawling sometimes. Yeah, so I work not to regret. I don't find it a productive emotion. Kind of like jealousy, perhaps.
Quando mi sono colorati i capelli di rosso per fare l'air model per un servizio fotografico.
Ok, una volta ero con la mia amante e ho dovuto sentirla parlare al telefono con la mia amorosa. Mentre loro due parlavano male di me.
Ja, wir beide bereuen es nicht, dass wir auf unsere neue Schule gekommen sind, zusammen mit allen Jungs, die hier dabei sind. Und wir bereuen es, dass wir zu viel Counter-Strike spielen. Das bereuen wir. Ja.
Začneme s žalím.
Pa možda zadim zato što se nisam oženio, recimo. To je nešto što sam možda trebao da uradim, ali nisam. Ok, to je to.
I regret because I wasn't born 5 years later, because I will have more chance for doing my studies somewhere abroad and just to extend my knowledges. But yeah, I think that would be it. Okay.
Okay, I regret maybe getting married properly because I'm a single mom. I have 2 kids, I have 2 grandchildren, but I'm really single, so I'm still hoping to maybe really get my prince out there or somewhere, someday, somehow.
Sure. All right, my only regret in life is that I haven't started early enough to roam the world. I should have started younger. I'm now close to 50 and in the midlife crisis, I guess. So I would like to see the world. That's pretty much it. Now I'm starting. Is that it?
My regrets are I am not spending much time with my family because we've been separated for quite some time now. I live in the States and they live in the Philippines, so that's it. Lost a lot of years. Now we're here, and so taking some time off and enjoying the sceneries here and the country. That's it.
Say? Okay. My regret is I didn't study so much in my college student.
So for me, today is such a beautiful day, and I think it's the last day of summer. It's warm and nice, and I enjoy a stroll out with my daughter. And I was just thinking that I really regret not having kids earlier, because she's such a joy, and I think it would have been an adjustment, an improvement to my life much earlier. So that's what I regret.